Yeah, baby. It's nullifying zero time. Let's rip it. Now, I did get some of the perfect order on pre-order, and I'm super pumped for that thing to come out, and hopefully I'll be able to get some good stuff out of there. But today we're going to open up that Japanese. I said I was going to try to do a lot more Japanese this year, you guys, and it turns out that it's true. Every time I go in the card store, they have exactly what I'm looking for. Oh man, I just botched that. There are other sets that they have that are older ones that I'm really not even sure which counterpart they are, but I have debated multiple times on buying some of those things. But for now, we're going to stick with whatever the new is. This Nullify Zero featuring the Zygarde, which I like Zygarde. I had X and Y, or I had X on the 3DS, and I played it whenever Zygarde was the big pop thing coming up out of there, and he seemed pretty cool. I like the other versions of him where you get him with the doggy and all that good stuff. I guess let me make a little room in here and spin the block one time so I can get this where it'll fit up in here. Alright, it is what it is. That's how we're going to do this thing today. Let me tuck my little vape away. We shan't be needing that. And I got my handy dandy scissors as always, because you know we're going to have the trouble with the Japanese. And actually with the first pack, I will go ahead and see if I can't. Look at that. Got the lovely rip on the first pack. Hopefully that means we'll get some magic up out of here. I'm pretty sure I lost train of thought when I was talking about that Zygarde and all his different forms. I see something in there. I don't know if things are guaranteed in here. I know in the box they are, but how they're going to do per pack. So we'll see how it goes. Got us a Ghastly, got this Landed, and coming out with the Zygarde on the EX out the gate, not too bad, and got us a Eradicate there as well. And I got all my ish together this week, so we are going to go ahead and sleeve it up. And by the way, before I forget, I did already film the next episode that I'm going to put out. I just up and decided that I wanted to do this since I found it at the card store first. But it's an ETB battle. I'm opening some new and some old. We got some more Mega Evolution, which if you've been keeping up, you know I'm getting pulls out of those things. And I'm going to go ahead and spoiler alert, the trend does not stop. So be sure you watch on that next one when I put it out. And see what I open on that one. It was pretty interesting battle, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we got us a one pack No Wonder here, coming out the second pack of this Japanese booster box. Alright, let's get into the next one. I know this set's supposed to be like a specialty, I do believe, and there are some cards in here that I like, even though I've been saying forever not Meowth, but Meowth seems to be the trend here lately. So alright, and I do like this one. I like how they got that gold on the Skarmory with the EX. Got our trainer card there. We'll go ahead and sleeve this up. But yeah, some of the cards in here are really just not to my liking. I do love the colors on that. I do love how they pop off with that gold. Set it to the side and get into our next pack. You know, and I think that Rosa's card in here, it's decent. You know, I'm a Misty guy myself. I've been going on a journey here collecting as many Misty cards as I can find out here. I didn't post it here, but I did post that junk on the TikTok. I am on the TikTok as well. I just don't frequent there as much as here, if that means something for you. All right, you got the, what was that, the Meow Stick on that last card there. All right, and then here we go. We're going to start with the Trolls. I see a little something there. We don't know if that means something to anybody, but we'll see when we pull it up out of here. Yeah, I got a bunch of things coming in the works, you guys. If you haven't done it thus far, go ahead and hit a like, subscribe, do all those good things. Help us out over here on the channel. You got the hollow there on the, is that a mega version or am I tripping? Or is that just the regular old electric lion there? His name seems to escape me. The Luxray, I do believe. All right, another clean rip. Yeah, I just scrambled brain today. I can't even think about what I was saying a couple 5 seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? Alright, got us a trainer. Got that Fletchender, I do believe. Alright, Snippy got the trainer. I hope that's not going to be a reoccurring thing. I should have turned my Do Not Disturbs off on this mug. We'll get into our next pack. So far, no good. I'm not going to be upset about it, though, because, you know, the Japanese is always coming with the hits. They're guaranteed. That's why you're going to get lesser values out of there. I'm not going to say guaranteed, but you know what I mean. The odds and rates of pulling these are a lot better. And supposedly, I like that Servine there on the hollow. Supposedly, The odds and rate of getting 10s while getting Japanese graded are better because the prints run fresher. This is actually something that I just learned, so if you weren't hip before, hopefully I let you in on a little tidbit there. And speaking of grades, I seen something in there, you guys. I do have, they finally said that my stuff that I sent back in October, if you've been following along, I didn't do a review on them, but I have mentioned that I sent them off, and I got some pretty decent stuff in there, including that Giovanni's Nidoking that I had to trade up to get. I can't wait for them to come back. Plus, I sent that Charizard from Phantasmal off to tag with my Japanese Sylveon from Terrestrials. Or Terrestrial? Yeah, I believe so. Excuse me. Hopefully they will come back and I will get something good. And actually, Clefairy is going to be the one that I'd like to get pulled here. Got the Tornadus on the holo and the Aromatisse, I do believe. But yeah, honestly, out of all the cards in here, with the Meowth being the one that's been trending lately here for me, I wouldn't mind pulling us a Meowth. I like the way that card looks and that, and it kind of makes up for buying the box, because I really am not a fan of that Starmie. I know most of you are not. If you enjoy that Starmie Mega, you go ahead and let me know down in the comments. But I'm not feeling it, and there we go. I'm not going to lie to you guys. If I'd have got to it in the beginning, I was going to say this Doublade here and the Tyrant would have been two that I really would have liked to got. There's the Aegislash on the final card of this pack. So far, so good. Even though we just turned the tides on there, this was actually one. This card is so freaking dope, you guys. You got all the different weaponries in the back behind him there. He's popping with the gold. You got these knights down here in the bottom. Let's go ahead and get our top loader here. Give us something to set up over the Riddler, if I can get it in there. This actually is quite nice. I am glad that if I was going to pull something out of here, this would be the one. That John is super fire, you guys. Let's get into the next one. See if we can't get some more pop-up out of here. You know, so a bunch of packs come in here, and the last time I opened Japanese, I think it went a little quicker, even though I was getting rode off by how many cards were in those packs, because I'm so used to opening these traditional boosters here. Hopefully I didn't get the sneak peek on that one. Alright, Spupa, the Howlucha, which I would love to get that Howlucha Mega from the Phantasmal Flames, but I'm pretty sure I'll be opening more of it, as well as the video that you will get on the next time where we do the ETB battle. Like I said, I just really wasn't planning on opening it, but I got all my stuff lined up. I talk about it in the next one, but you see I got a difference in the background back there. And when I was sorting everything out, I saw some damage on a Shrouded Fable box, so I up and decided, you know what, we're going to open this Shrouded Fable ETB in 2026, you know what I'm saying? And I figured, why not do it a battle? Go ahead and put that ETB up against some new stuff, see if the pull rates are as fantastic as I think they are, considering it did give me that Charizard. I might link that John in there. If you hadn't seen it, you can go back and check it out. Got the Gengar there. Would love the Gengar in the, not the perfect order. What's the next John to come out? I honestly can't even remember that John right now. I was so busy thinking about this Nullified and all the things that come in here. I can't even remember. But we did just open that Mega Dream. If you haven't seen it, you can go back and peep it. Alright. Oh, yeah. I didn't see that when I was looking at the cards list. That's actually kind of dope right there. Got the Aromatisse. I don't know if that's just a regular little hollow something, but I ain't going to sleeve that up, you guys. I'm probably going to set it in a little stack over there, but as far as trainers go, I like that one because I do kind of collect the hollow energies, and even though that's not what that is, that is kind of what that is. That's what I'm calling it anyways. Alright, with all that, we'll get into the next pack. Hopefully we'll get another pop out of here before too long. You know, we're typically about 4 or 5 hits per Japanese booster. That seems to be the going rate. Hopefully today will be no different, if not more, but you know, we're always going to be happy with what we get. We're just glad we get to open it. You know, you guys, if you're not getting a hold of this, glad that you got to stop by here, hang with us while we rip open over here, see if we can't get some good pull rates popping up out of this thing. Now, hopefully I'm not wrong. I might end up just doing this to, if this come the week after the ETB battle, disregard everything I've said up until then. But for the most part, I am going to try to do this this week, and then we'll get the next one after that, because I know this is fresh. Man, that is what is up. I did not realize we were going to be getting a couple things like that in there. I'm going to sleeve that John up too. I know these are probably nothing for you guys, but honestly, I really like how these are turning out right here. And if I can get everything energy-wise hollowed like that from this set. I won't complain about that either. Alright, even though we know some of the big cards in here are not my favorites, I would still like to pull them, you know what I'm saying? Or pull something out of here. Honestly, the Clefairy, I know it's down the list, but I will take it. And Meowth not being my favorite, I will also take it. What is that? Aromatisse card? That would be a nice pull. And I think that Drapion, is that the one that's in here as well? Trainer got folded up right there like a cheap pocket watch, you know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can't get something out of this next pack here. So far, the actual ripping of the packs is good. I think I've only had to use the scissors a little handful of times here, you guys. So I really can't complain about how the packs are ripping either until now when I have trouble getting them things up out of there. It always does make it weird when opening these packs, you know what I'm saying? You never know what they're going to do. Tortinator, all right. And we got that to Rosa, whose name I knew before today. That could not be true. We'll never know. All right, we'll get back to the scissors on something, guys. All right. The Mega sets have been pretty nice, though. I will say the hit rates on most of everything, Mega Evolution, Phantasmal, and the rest of these, has been pretty fair. I really have no complaints about the pull rates. Got that Dugong. All right, the homie will like that one. Shout out Jordan if you're watching this. If not, you a buster. You a buster either way, my boy. But with that being said, we'll get into the next one. And I normally, by now, would have gotten all kinds of hits coming up out of Japanese. I see a little something in there. That's the only reason I hate having a cut. Because you get a cut and then you don't recognize it up there. But as long as I stay up here making weird eye contact, maybe I won't see the card. You know what I'm saying? All right, got that Doublade we've been pulled. That Fletchender. Right? Fletchender? Yeah. Fletchling. Alright, Probopass, and the Salazzle, the Salandit being the small one there, that is also a card, and that Talonflame. I mean, there are some cards in here that I would like to pull, but they're all lesser valued cards, which is so weird, but I do enjoy that Salazzle. So we have gotten a fair amount of the EXs out of here. I cannot complain about that. You know, normally it's either hit or miss. You either get a bunch of EXs or you get no EXs at all. Alright, let's see if we get this one. Got a Furfrou. Got that Dedenne. The Skorupi. Alright, Raticate. Classic Boy. And the Binacle, I do believe is how you pronounce that one. That's how we're going to say it for now. And honestly, this is a runner right here. I think we're probably about halfway through this booster box, you guys. And with the one hit and a couple EXs coming out here, I gotta say, there must be something hidden down in the bottom of this thing, or Japanese done changed their tune. They know we's busting over here in America. They were like, nah, we're not gonna do that, guys. All right, Spritzy, and here we go. Got the Spupa on the art rare. We'll take that. Get our little Aromatisse up out of here. Or not Aromatisse, the Amora? Amaranth? Amora? However you say that one. All right, got that Spupa sitting on a park bench. Kind of weird, but, you know, no complaints on that. Just glad we got a little something. You know, I like the grass types. I fox with the greenery, you know what I'm saying? I like that one, but we are going to set you back here behind the Doublade, because honestly, that Doublade is one of my favorite cards in this set, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite card is, or if you're pulling anything, have you gotten good hit rates out of yours, or are you doing better than I'm doing? Because as of right now, other than the struggles opening the packs, it's a struggle to get some pulls out of here. If we get down to the end and don't get but two, this will definitely be the worst hit rates in Japanese opening history for me. Alright, Binacle, got us a trainer on there. We could probably complete this set, honestly. What is it, 80 cards in here? Maybe a little bit over, I don't know, maybe like 90-something cards with the art rares in it. I don't know, maybe 100. I think there might be like 20 art rares in here. I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comments if you know. Keep the engagements up. Alright, let's get in here and see what we can't get. We got that Bunnelby, alright, the Probopass, alright, the Fly Swatter, and the Shaman. Okay, didn't see that one yet out of here. It's good, nice to know that we can still pull some things that we haven't gotten yet. If I did want to try to master set, and that was a beautiful rip. So we got that on the last pack. That'd have been phenomenal. Maybe every pack. Alright, got us a Haunter this one. Got that Starmie, got that Mywheel, got that Aegislash, and the Tyrant. No, Tyrant? Is that the small one or the big one? I had to see, now I'm confused on that one. I'm confused myself, you guys. Alright, let's get into our next pack. Yeah, I think we're down to it. There might be like 6 or 7 packs in here, you guys, and we got 2 hits. This honestly might be the worst pull rates in Japanese pull history here on Sodijunt TV. You know what I'm saying? Alright, got that little birdie boy, got the Rattata, got that Salandit. Alright, and the Talonflame, jeez Louise, That Talonflame, I did say that. If you'll remember, I said in the beginning that Talonflame would be one. Well, maybe not the beginning, maybe about 5 minutes ago. That Talonflame would be one that I like to get. We like that one there. This was actually one of my favorite shinies that I obtained while playing X on the 3DS. I would use it all the time for whatever breeding purposes. I don't forgot how that worked, but you had to do something special when you breed, and I guess having his ability maybe made the eggs hatch faster. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know. It's been a while since I've played. The last time I actually played a handheld Pokemon, it was an emulator for Ruby. I think I actually still have it downloaded on my phone, but I really only played it like a couple times and then realized I had some other stuff that I had to do today. You know what I mean? Alright, Hippopotas. Alright, we got the Dewey on the EX and the Hippowdon there on that final card. We'll go ahead and sleeve this up, add it to the stack. So, as I predicted, or as I've said, we are getting quite a bit of EXs out of here. That'll be 4 EXs, and we're into, really, it's getting down to the nitty-gritties. What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is the 5th to last pack. So, 5 packs left out of this booster box here, Japanese. Hopefully we get some bangers. I did see something a little dark there, but them end up being the EXs most of the time. So maybe we'll get another EX on this one. All right, we got a full art trainer. Can't complain. That was something there, or a tool card. That was something that I was trying to say earlier, and I got jumbled and forgot about it. I did my first ever eBay auctions. If you guys are hip to that, I did it for the first time. I can't remember who I shopped with. I should have, so I could have gave you a shout out. But who knows? Maybe I'll look it up and I'll put you a shout out in here or over there on screen somewhere. And he does a rip until you hit art rare or better. And this is actually a SR. Nice there. And we got, I think the guy that went before me had like a 9-pack run of this one here actually, the Nullify Zero. Before I got my hands on it, I got the opens there. And I did get a trainer card out of there. Not really sure what the name of it was. I think it might have been that Lumiose City, if I'm not mistaken. I got it, and then I got something else out of the Mega Dream EX. I had just opened it, but I didn't get all the cards I wanted, so I got on there and got me some with him. All right, another trainer to Aromatisse combo, and it's really it, you guys. We're getting down to the last 3. We did end up overloading with the bangers here at the end. We did get 4 art rares or betters over here, so we do have room for improvement. If we can bang one more up out of here, we'll probably get another EX at least, because I know they've been tossing them mugs out in the mega, every mega set come out. Hopefully you guys been enjoying this. Like I say before, hopefully you've been getting some good pulls. Got that Vivian or Pavilion, however you say. All right, last 2 packs. Let's get into it. Honestly, I'll call last pack magic now because it's the same 10 in these 2 packs that we get in one of the English boys, but tis what it is. Second to last pack. Can we get a little bit more magic out of here? We got us the Snorlax, the Servine, whatever that dung rock is. I'm obviously a fossil that goes into him. And we got the fucking Meowth, you guys. Are you tripping on me right now? I told my boy Jordy, man, when I went to go buy this thing, I was like, man, I really don't like a bunch of the cards in here, but, you know, for the channel, I'm going to open it for you guys that do like to watch and hang out with us over here on Sodigiant TV. And I told him, I said, man, I got to get that Top Roses card, or I got to get that Meowth, and it will at least cover the purchase of the box, and that has done it. But, I mean, honestly, now after seeing that mug with the little coins in the back and all that big deal, man, that junk is fire, you guys. Man, I might just be a newfound Meowth fan, you know what I'm saying? Disregard anything I may say in the next couple weeks, you know what I mean? Man, that John is fire. Straight up, can't believe. Second to top rarity card. On the last one, on top of all the other ones. We'll get a little last minute gander here at the end, so now we can see all these awesome pulls that we've gotten out of here. Like I said, man, I hope you guys been enjoying this. Go ahead, if you ain't done it so far, hit that like, hit a comment down in the section down there. Let me get that engagement up. And subscribe if you ain't done so thus far. Tell your mama, tell your friend. Help us out over here. 2nd year going into Sodigiant TV. All right, we got a trainer there, and then we got the Aegislash on the final card. Let's go ahead, like I said, we'll get that last minute gander here. See our EXs that we got here. We got that Dewey on the EX, looking sharp. Love that one. Also with the Salazzle on the EX. We got that one with that Skarmory. I really like. I don't feel like I've seen. I guess is that Mega. These are all Megas, or that's a Mega Skarmory EX. I love how they put that golden on them, even though that's kind of like the shiny color. You know what I mean? And then the big pop here, the Zygarde. Really, as far as EXs go, that's kind of the one you want out of this set, considering he's the top pop. And then over here, in no particular order, that super fire Meowth, you guys. I can't believe we got that thing. And I'm telling you right now, the Megas are with the hits. Spoiler alert, if you made it this far into the video, I'm going to go ahead and peep you in on a little secret. Not only did I pull one of the top cards here, I also pulled one of the top cards in the ETB battle. So be sure you check that mug out when it comes out in a couple weeks and see what I got in that one. But here we go. We got the Meowth. We got the Doublade, who I really was hoping I was going to get. I love that card there. It's probably my favorite in this set, honestly. The Talonflame, not a super great card, but I love Talonflame. And anytime you get the Bird in Flight, super duper fire. Got us a little trainer here. I'm guessing that's like a Pokédex or something. Let me know in the comments down below if you know. And then the last little one here, the Spupa on the Bug Grass type art rare, sitting in a park bench. This is actually a really cool art here, but nothing's going to top that Meowth. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know I said it 1,000 times, but I really hope you do. As much as I enjoy filming it and enjoy posting it, I hope you guys enjoy that. Don't forget to see us on the next one. That ETB battle is going to be banging. See you on the next one. Peace. Everybody always whine about shit like who they squad is and where they click. I ain't hearing that shit, so shut the fuck up, shit. I ain't a gamer. Who you playing with, bro? With me, a leprechaun, I have bad luck, but it's all a dream and